Yo, 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 we back. More Ace Attorney. I am excited to play more of this. I feel like I haven't played this in like a month. I was busy working on that Metal Gear video. Oh, I keep switching shit. I was busy working on a Metal Gear video, busy at work just in general. But now that things have like really, I've accomplished what I wanted to do with that video, even at work, other stuff going on. I'm ready to get back to Ace Attorney. And if I'm not mistaken, I think we're almost done with the penultimate case. We're on Steel Samurai. What's up, Trigger? Yo, it's been a minute. Finally caught up another stream, yeah. Hope you're doing okay, dude. But yeah, I was just saying that like last time we were doing Steel Samurai, I feel like I've been doing that for like the past few streams. And I think it was Gruich who told me that this is like the penultimate case. So I'm gonna guess day 3, I'm gonna guess this is the last day of the Steel Samurai case. I could be mistaken, but let's see what happens. How you doing, Trigger? Okay, we're gonna get straight into this. It has been a minute. I'm sure I'll catch up. Well, I can check the court record. This will probably jog my memory. Okay. So there was a kid, he had a camera, right? He took a picture of something. Okay, we even have profiles. That's good. That's good. That's good. I'll skim through this. Vasquez was the producer. And I remember she popped up near the end of the last session we had. Doing well, just doing some editing. Nice. On that Da Vinci grind. Salmonella. I forgot that fucking name, dude. That's ridiculous. We thought that he was a suspect because he looks sus, but I don't think anything came of him. Penny as well. She was in charge of large props and set pieces. This kid was a fan of the Steel Samurai. Jack Hammer died. This lady was crashing out at I think the first day of the case. Okay. Yeah, I'm about good on that. Let me check the record. The murder weapon. A break in the shaft is amended with duct tape. We have a map of the studio. Yeah, okay. And then we have the photo of the supposed Steel... Not the Steel Samurai, but the villain. Okay. Autopsy report. Yeah. Path to Glory contains photos of every victory scene and every battle the Steel Samurai has won. Okay. And then I remember, yeah, there was this blocked thing in the path. Okay. I'm good. All right. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Oh, now they switched again. Okay. Yeah, I remember she switched bodies near the end of the second day. Okay. So what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now, all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Okay. That's about what I was guessing. Initial trial, what's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days. Yeah, pretty much. We have no time to waste. Okay. About the director's alibi. Was this Mr. Salmonella? Yeah, he's the director. Okay. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? Okay. Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia is here. So no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP? WP Powers. Right, okay. People gotta stop eating salmon, man. You don't like salmon? Or is it just a pun on salmonella? Could be that too. I actually only recently got into eating seafood. I went to Hawaii a few years ago, think it's 2022. Yeah. And I was like, I'm in Hawaii. May as well. If I've never been into seafood, now is the time to eat seafood. I feel like this is going to be some of the best seafood I can get. And the very first seafood dish I had was a blackened salmon. That was amazing. I love salmon now. I hate cooking fish. I cannot cook fish. Seafood's good as hell. Yeah. I had a ton of that when I went to Japan. Although I'm still not super adventurous because there were like, I think some places would have like caviar and just some like more adventurous stuff, I guess you could say, like uncooked squid. I remember was one thing in Japan. I was like, I don't think I'm quite there yet, but you mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Oh, that's right. I remember this. We were talking about this last time. Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. Let me catch the beginning of that again. I don't get it. Why would Mr. Hammer steal? Okay, that's all I missed. Revolving sushi places are really good to try new things because the portions are so small. Oh, dude, you're right. I went to 2 of them when I was in Japan. And yeah, I agree. That's actually a good point. Those are really fun to just like go with your friends and like be like, what the heck is this thing? And just try it out. Okay, I saw that. Yeah, powers. All right. Present. I don't think she's gonna react to anything really. Okay. I remember somebody in the comment section last time was like, if you're having trouble getting through the story, literally just interact with everything. Even if it doesn't make logical sense, just try everything. So I'm gonna do that in case I get stuck this time. Okay, detention center. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed them in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes. Though there's not really anything I can do to help. Haha, I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Okay. Let's talk to him about Vasquez. We don't really know too much about her. Can you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer. She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. And what? Nothing, forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Okay. Sus. Mr. Salmon? Tell me more about Mr. Manila. Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, okay? But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Sal Manella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. Come on, Phoenix. That's low. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. Okay. 5 years ago. Alright, there's something, there's more lore to the story than meets the eye, clearly. Oh my god, is she gonna crash out on us again? Nothing. Okay. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. I wonder if she was like blackmailed, do you think? I think her guard's down. Yeah. I bet we could even eat these donuts in the guard station if we wanted. Yeah, I wonder if she's like being coerced to not talk right now. Oh, never mind, you eat, you die. Ah, she's alive. Okay. Somebody, maybe it was just herself. She realized she should probably stop yapping. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that's like kind of blackmail vibes. Like she's saying, though, they don't want me to talk about her. Can I ask you about Sal Manella, the director? Sal, he's a soft pushover. He does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? Doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. About Mr. Hammer. Yeah. I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it, calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. I mean, when you put it like that, it makes me question. Let's go outside Studio One. Anything new going on? Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer? If someone called him. I mean, it feels like this is very much connected to Miss Vasquez. Because we know that Hammer and Vasquez are connected. He left Big Productions and she kind of came to the director with the Steel Samurai idea. So there's some connection there. I don't know if there's anything left to examine that's new here, but it's not on. Mr. Monkey. Something here? Studio 2 is down that way. Studio 2, the real scene of the crime. Say, Nick, how did you figure that out again? Well, actually, it's a long story. I'll tell you another time. Aw. That would have been a nice refresher for me, but I'm sure I'll catch up. Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. I don't have that card key anymore, so I can't go in there today. Okay. Yeah, there was some like plot twist at the end of the last day of the trial, and they were like, oh, it actually wasn't in Studio 1, it was in Studio 2, I think? This is exactly why I don't want to get old, ever. Hey, I'm still young, I'm just tired. Nick, when you start having to say, I'm still young, you know it's all over. But I am still young. Yeah, Phoenix is like 25 max, right? Like, I'm not that much older than him. Let's go outside Studio 2. She looks like a walking red flag, but she's got that shit on. Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? Hello. Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I mean, she was. I'm watching the clouds. Yeah, she's smoking the clouds right now. Smoking woman, I am weak. It's so funny how, like, dude, you'll see like an anime or something, like, girls smoking, and it's so hot, and then in real life it's like, oh, that's so gross. That's all she had to say, apparently. Okay. Excuse me? Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder, and... Shh. Perhaps he didn't hear me. Like, yeah, like the example I think of is always Faye Valentine, Cowboy Bebop. She's a baddie, but she's also like a baddie, like red flag. You know what I mean? I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Propaganda for the cigarette companies. That's all they got going on, because there's no advertisements for it, really. Yeah. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh, dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fey blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Oh, dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. You must talk about that man. Perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves? Oh dear. Wait, I didn't catch that. That went over my head. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves. Okay, I think she just doesn't want to fuck with us. Okay. She does not fuck with us at all. Maybe we can present her something. A photo? Why? She's not even looking. Okay, hey, you look. Why are you showing that to me, Nick? Okay. Scrapbook? She's not even looking. Yeah, okay. What about the spear? Nope. I'm gonna try everything just because we know how last time went and I was kind of spinning my wheels. So I'll just go through all the items I got. Nothing to the guide map. Photo? No. Nope. What about autopsy? Nope. She's so nonchalant, bro. She's not giving us anything. Okay. October 19th. Trailer. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Oh yeah, that's right. Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Right. I recall. A drink? This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. Old movie poster. Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. What the hell do samurai sing about chopping off heads? Oh my god. That movie was the best. About a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know. Singing samurai stars. What's next? Ninja Ballet? Samurai Summer? This poster's quite old. It's been years since I saw that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great. A typical summer romance with a samurai on a horse. Naturally. Okay. That reminds me, I've been reading Vagabond. I've been reading those like huge, like those kind of like Berserk deluxe editions. I've been getting those Vagabond like kind of versions of those that they've been putting out. That's a great manga. I think that has like my favorite art of any manga I've read. Granted, I haven't read JoJo's. I love JoJo's art as well, and that might be my number 2. But I haven't read it. I've only watched it. Anyways, it looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They got some figures about how much the set costs. I can't believe they spend that much money on those sets. Okay, I mean, nothing out of the ordinary. Just some paper cups, okay. Yeah, there's nothing really here. Okay. Okay, let's go to the main gate. Can we go into that like office thing? Okay, we can go into the employee area. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there's any clues, if there are any clues lying around. Can't really talk today. Oh, read, I guess. Whoa, hello. No touching. Ah. So he doesn't want us to look at those sleeping pills. Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean. I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatique at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. Ahem. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. Okay. Gumshoe was always like 3 steps behind. So what is he up to? So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to the sleeping pills, see? Yo, Gruage, what's up? How you doing, bro? This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? There are traces. If there are traces, it'll change color. Okay, so he's gonna take the plate and see if it reacts with the solution? What are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color all right. Ooh. Okay, yeah, we're right in the middle of the, I guess, nearing the end of the Steel Samurai case, Gruage, just to catch you up to speed. We're on the 3rd day, and we found some sleeping pills here. Or I guess Gumshoe was testing the plate to see if there were sleeping pills on it, any residue. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Oh, okay. Looks like it. Steak plate added to the court record. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Busy day yesterday, today I'm chilling. Come to the end of it? Nice. That's cool. Yeah, today was pretty light for me, I'm glad. Looking forward to the weekend. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I kind of feel bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. Okay. How's Edgeworth doing, anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups. Bottles? Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jackhammer's prints on the bottle. Okay. So that means, yeah, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. Okay. So I was right. Sleeping pill bottle added to the court record. Wow. Interesting. Can't wait to see you play the final case. Yeah, I feel like it's interesting because this game only has a handful of cases, right? But they're so like detailed and layered with the events that happen within them that it doesn't even matter that it's a few amount of cases. Like there's so much content within each of them. But yeah, speaking on being busy, I was about to get to work on the next video. I'm trying to keep the next video pretty I feel like the last few videos I've done, right? I did like the what was it? I did the Metal Gear Solid 5 game trailer. I did the Metal Gear Solid 6, like who can make that basically kind of video. And then I made it like a history of like the Metal Gear Rising and why we didn't get a sequel kind of thing. And it's just so much research that the next video I want to do, it'll still require research basically, but it'll be stupid research. It's gonna be all the silly shit Kojima has done over the years. Because I saw a video, my inspo is basically a video called, I think it's like The Bizarre Quotes of Hirohiko Araki, and he's the manga author of JoJo's. And he's a really interesting and eclectic person. Stupid research, yes. Factually correct, idiotic research, basically. But yeah, this manga author for JoJo's, he's very eclectic. Like you could say he's as bizarre as like JoJo's itself. And I thought it was really interesting the way that this person like was going through like basically the context behind certain quotes and certain interviews that he's done. So I was like, okay, I could do something similar for Kojima, because he's been up to so many, you know, crazy antics over the years that I think I could fill out a video and do that. That'd be fun. But cool. Anyways, we did get that confirmation that the food was laced with sleeping pills. So, okay, we already talked about everything. Maybe we can present something to him. He might be more receptive than Vasquez to the evidence. I'm guessing I know as much about that as you do, pal, i.e. nothing. Okay. Scrapbook, nothing. This, nothing. This, nothing. This, nothing. This, nothing. This, nothing. Okay. Fair enough. I think we have what we need, right? Well, we can go in the dressing room. Anything here? Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... Okay, she's kind of sus because we went into the trailer near Studio 2, and she said that she was cleaning yesterday, and it was still just as messy as when we found it. What am I trying to say? It was messy today, basically, so I don't think she cleaned anything in there, but she was probably looking for something or trying to take something away. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. What? No! Damn. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. Excuse me. He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. Okay, so this ties back to the whole 5 years ago thing. Take a swig of my tea real quick. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Okay, this ties back to something that happened 5 years ago then. Some dirt. Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set, then? Interesting. Okay, let's go on that 5 years ago tangent. Okay, an accident in Studio 2. That trailer there was part of the film set. What happened? Sorry. I don't think I can. They really don't want us to talk about it. Again, some more like blackmailing and coercing into not talking. What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No, no! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Studio policy? Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Scrapbook? And this is... A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. Ooh. Yeah, because isn't she like a mega fan? Like, she's really sus. Depending on her answer here, like, it's just gonna damn her even more. You're right. Okay. She took some time to answer that, so I'm thinking she's kind of lying here. I could be wrong. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. That was easy. What happened? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Ms. Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Ms. Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk. That's big. That's big. Okay. I mean, we know that she was hiding something because I think she mentioned before that, like, oh, they keep things hush-hush around here. So, that being said, let's go back to her. Main gate. What, you're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everyone's doing their darndest to forget Mr. Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. Okay. Let's ask her about 5 years ago. I don't know if she's gonna talk, but she might accidentally leak something else. Who knows? I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Ooh. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols? Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during the filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers. Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? Do we have proof? We have a scrapbook, right? I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. I want to say, it was either in the camera or the scrapbook. I'm just gonna show the scrapbook first. Huh, what's that supposed to prove? That means nothing to me. I'm kind of having trouble figuring that one out too. Wrong evidence? Okay. Okay, it's probably the camera then. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, the camera... Yeah. Nothing? Oh, maybe I don't have the proof. Hold on. Blah, 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 blah. Some kind of proof. I have proof. That they stole the costume. Maybe I don't have proof. This might be a trick question, but I'll try one more thing. I mean, the newest piece of evidence we have is that, this has the fingerprints, right? So this is something. Here's my proof. What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure Mr. Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers? The food. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. Ooh, we got her. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Okay, sudden change of heart here. Miss Oldbag. Okay, you win. I'll talk. Wow! She had like a complete personality change there. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag. You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. I guess you made it all better. Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. Okay, yeah, she seems a little bit sus. She silenced the paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant to harm anyone. Never meant any harm to anyone, I think is what it said. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. Photograph? That's why it's bent. I see. Is he playing tennis? What? Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with the bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor, and the man fell onto the flower box fence. Yeah. That explains it. But how did you get this? Thank God they didn't fix the set. They could have just tore it down and then the fence would be gone. But how'd you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. 5-year-old photo added. So we don't know how she got it, but she gave it to us. Okay. Wow. That's some pretty damning evidence there. Okay, so I think there's nothing much else we can really say to her. I'm gonna go to maybe the detention center and show the photo to Powers. See what he thinks. Yeah, what happens if we present this photo to him? Excuse me. Thank you for showing me that, whatever it is. Okay, he doesn't know. Okay, never mind. We might be good to go for the last trial here. At least I think so. Maybe not. Okay. Let's go back here then. Maybe we can talk to Vasquez. Let's talk to Vasquez and see what she thinks. Yeah. Forgot about her. Yeah, this is definitely gonna get her talking. Okay, it's the other photo. She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well... Oldbag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right, anyway. Miss Vasquez. Yo, Oldbag might be dead after this. She has ties to the mafia, and she talked, like, she already knows that she had that photo somehow? She must know everything, because, I mean, she's got ties to that world, you know? So, okay. You hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. Yeah, she was blackmailing, like, everyone. The wind. The what? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Yo, does she have like a fucking gun in there or a knife? Like, what do you mean? Nick, she went inside the trailer. Yeah, this is... Bro, do not follow her. Okay, I don't think we have a choice. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing the kid shows for petty change. Huh. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. and to think it was just an accident. Excuse me. Oh, here comes a personality switch. Ace Attorney characters just once you show them a piece of evidence, it's like a what's the word? Sleeper agent activation. It's like boom. This is the phrase. This is the piece of evidence that'll change them. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be? What would it be if it wasn't an accident? What? No. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? Okay, that's different. Okay, what was the motive? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Huh. Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? I guess that's true. And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammers, you see. Okay, so she kind of deluded herself there. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. Okay. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys. Oh shit! Oh my god! Yo, we're in some deep shit right now. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why would D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, a race away. Holy. What's gonna happen? Hold it right there. Oh shit, Gumshoe is actually useful for once. Oh shit. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. Yeah, she's not out of the woods yet. I mean, she's with the Mafia. They probably even got ties in the police. Who knows? I'll be looking forward to it. Thank God he was here. I was talking shit about him just a minute ago. You okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Man, so much talking. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez? To be continued. All right, here we go. Day 3. Final day. Or I guess this is technically day 4. Okay. So, I mean, we've got our path to victory. It's really just a matter of, you know, are the Mafia going to pull any shenanigans? Or are they going to try to, I don't know, make it like some fake evidence? Is there another side of the story we still don't know? Because Vasquez is saying that Hammer killed that other actor intentionally, which could very well be the case. I think she was telling the truth there, that Hammer got pissed or something. I don't know. We're gonna have to find out. I really don't know. We don't have a lot of context as to what happened 5 years ago. We just know what we know. I feel like Edgeworth has really taken a back seat though, because like I don't know like how much he knows either, right? Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Okay, so Vasquez is going to take the stand, as well as Salmonella. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. Funny. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution, here we go. Here's Vasquez. The Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. What is she gonna say? Still smoking that pipe. Will the witness state her name and occupation? The Vasquez, I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? Huh? I just like needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Okay, lady. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Okay. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Ooh, excuse me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Found Hammer's body later when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. Okay. I have a question about one part of your testimony. Oh, this is interesting because usually the judge is just kind of a neutral party, but let's see what he has to ask. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you. The van. There's a van at Studio 2. Yeah, we saw that actually. Yep. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with that monkey's head toppling over. The whole ass van? Yeah, I mean, there could be a ton of stuff in there. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Alright, here we go. I entered the trailer a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. Okay. So she's saying that she got to Studio 1 in the van after 4 p.m. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Okay. So, let me just go through my little box of evidence here. I think the very first thing we want to show is probably the photo, right? That's pretty sus. Like, maybe where... But I guess that wouldn't really contradict anything she's saying, so we're gonna save that, I think. Let me check my box of evidence. So we have the van. Let's ask her about the van. We don't know anything about what's in it, or it's never been brought up really. So let's press her on that. Hold on. You had Sal take you. What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, all right. Yeah. 15-minute break. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Right. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. Okay, that's all it was, huh? T-bone steaks on the table. Okay, what about that? Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Okay, so about the steak. Do we have anything that proves that she didn't eat? Yeah. I mean, this is from a different area, so that won't really prove it. And okay, we already pressed her on that too. Is there anything else we can press her on? I was fatigued. We did that. There was a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio One. Okay, I want to ask her a little before noon. What was she doing like before that? By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in the employee area. That's a good point. No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. Okay. And at F4... Do we have anything that can contradict her here? Well, we do have this like monkey's head that blocked the path, right? How would they take the van there? Between 2:15 and 4, yeah, so we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Hold on. So we went to Studio One. I know she said that she used the van because of the monkey's head. That was her reasoning, like, oh, I wanted to take the van so that I don't like trip over the head or something, but could that van have even gotten around the monkey's head? I'm kind of stuck on that. Even though she provided her own explanation. Maybe there's some other angle here. A rehearsal afterwards? Let me ask her about that. And what exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. Okay. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. Okay, so from 4 to 4... The meeting ended at 4, and the rehearsal started at 5. Okay. Anything that contradicts that? Well, let me press her on this. I think this is the last thing I haven't pressed her on. Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a little bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. Whoa! And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. Ugh. She keeps talking... Okay, this is a small thing, but she keeps talking about, oh, don't bang on your desk. Like, I wonder if hearing has anything to do with this later on. I could just be grasping at straws, but who knows. There's to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we know that's from 4 to 5, or between 4 and 5. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. We asked her about that. At 2, we took a break. And then she doesn't want to talk about anybody else who knows that they had T-bone steaks. Okay, she is like really playing hard to get. Maybe we do have something here. We went to Studio 1. Yeah, I'm gonna present this thing and see what she says. Objection! Okay, this is probably not correct. How exactly? Yeah, okay, they aren't. Yeah. Damn. Okay, fair enough. If I go to the end of this, let me see if Maya gives me a hint. Find anything. I kind of wish she'd said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss, but I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. Huh. A little before noon. Began at 12 sharp, ended at 4. Traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2, we took a 15-minute break. I'm gonna press her on this again. What were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It was a 15-minute break. That's all she said. Like, what did you do during that time? A T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Man, this is a tough one. This is tough. I might just have to present this photo somewhere and just be like, hey, what the hell is this? I'm just gonna present it. Yeah, fuck it. Objection! This evidence clear. Okay, that's yeah. Okay, this is tough. Okay. Rehearsal afterwards. I'm gonna ask about this again. When exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe try remembering. No. Meeting ended at 4, rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times, you would think. Okay. Little before noon. I wonder if I present the steak plate or something. Let's see what she says. T-bone steaks. Okay, I'm gonna present this and see what happens. Fuck it. Objection! Here we go. We're going somewhere. Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Ms. Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Ooh, Ms. Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too. You didn't eat the steak, you ate a boneless. What up, Ezra? Phoenix. That's his name. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Okay. Order. Are you saying... Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. She's not saying anything. Let's see. What's her rebuttal? Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it. Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Okay. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes? I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't. It was the Mafia. I think you would have had a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Huh. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. Oh! That could also be a possibility? Okay. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Do we have proof? Oh, this! That makes sense. Wrong, Mr. Wright, but I haven't said anything yet. I know you well enough. You're gonna present... I know when you're gonna present the wrong evidence. Oh my god, I can sense it too with my fey blood. Really? That's wrong? Enough with all the sensing. Right. Okay, here's the real evidence, Your Honor. I can prove it. Okay, well that wasn't it. That wasn't the murder weapon? Okay. Then I don't know. I don't know. Like, if we break this apart again, is there a different weapon in there? I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. Okay, yeah, maybe there's something hidden underneath the duct tape? But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Okay. Order, order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. Wow, okay. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell us what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? I can tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. What, okay, is it not... Is it not... It can't be the van, because that's a blunt force thing. I think it's this. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. He was pushed over into that, just like that story that we were told? Order. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it. See the fallen man in this photo. See how the fence post pierced him through the chest. What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago is also what happened now. Yeah. Okay. Has happened again. Yeah. Okay. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs into the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Wow. Poetic justice, I guess. Ironic, isn't it? Haha, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Mr. Hammer died at the trailer as you say. Yet the body was found in Studio 1, was it not? Yeah. And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1? Well, there's a van. There was a van there. You used the van to move the body there. And returned to the trailer, all in the space of a 15-minute break. How could I have disposed of the body? You used the van. The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, she couldn't deal with it. I bet she could move it away. She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body other than with her own hands? For instance, actually for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. That'd be the van. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. If she didn't say that fact, we would have completely overlooked the van. She had no reason to bring that up. She just kind of outed herself there. She had no reason to bring up the van. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Yeah. It all makes sense to me. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella who drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Yes, because he's like a simp for her. Of course, Sal Manella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Yeah. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Ah, okay. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? And okay, that's how they got rid of the stakes too. I just overlooked that fact from earlier. That's how they got rid of. They didn't even eat. So, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. Agruj was just on the phone with Mom for like 20 minutes. What did I miss? Some pretty cool revelations right now. Yeah, we figured it out. Yeah. I think she's about to break here, bro. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. We found out that she used the van to move the body. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win? Bro, there's some crazy mafia shit that's about to happen. Like, Phoenix, just say right now you're not suicidal. for whatever's about to happen next, bro. Phoenix does not want to kill himself. He is of sound mind. So what happens next? Huh? Don't me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? This is very anticlimactic, so what's going on? Who can say? What the Stop vague posting, what do you mean? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Yeah? But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Bro, what kind of like 4D chess is she trying to play right now? She's trying to be all nonchalant. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it says the witness. Edgeworth is like, he's being just dragged along for the ride. Like, she is running the show. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. Yeah, Edgeworth is, I think as Phoenix said earlier, he's on edge. Quite fitting. What do I do now? I guess that's it. No further questions. Yes, Mr. Wright? I was hoping I'd come up with a question while pounding on my desk. I didn't. You have my sympathies. Damn. Damn. To come so far, only to fail. You didn't fail. She said she did it. What do you mean? As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Objection! Oh, is Edgeworth gonna speak up? Mr. Edgeworth, what's happening? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see very well. What the hell? Okay, that's cute. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Yeah, what are you saying, Edgeworth? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. Is his ego like hurt or something? His pride? I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed, verily, I say, ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body. Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth... Who knows? You probably realized she did it too. Yeah. But which is surprising because he always defends the guilty, right? That's his thing. He's such a nerd. Ergo. But wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that. Edgeworth. Yeah, he always gets I don't know why. Let's see. After finding the body. I was with Sal and Old Bag and the security lady when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called... Wait, she said the assistant was there? Penny is sus. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The police lady Old Bag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Okay. I was with Sal and Old Bag, the security lady, when we found the body. Okay. Okay. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Okay, that's pretty interesting to note that the assistant was there. I called the police, then Powers showed up. Ooh, excuse me. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Went home. Okay. Let me check. Okay, we're gonna just press her for now. We're not gonna present evidence. Let's ask her about... Let me ask her about the assistant. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go out? Did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us. Yet you expect me to be calm? Knowing her, yeah. You seemed calm when I accused you of murder. Let's press harder. Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez. Logically speaking, perhaps, but no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his Steel Samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez, you may continue. Okay. What was her first thing again? What did she say? Sal and Old Bag when we found the body. Okay. She called the police. Did she? What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence. What? Silence. Hey Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. That's weird. Okay. Pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. Why? You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. That is so weird, lady. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that, since we were in the meeting, there was no way we could have been involved, thus they covered for us. Covered for you. Or covered it up for you. There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. Yeah. Okay, script and direction notes. The script and your direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Press harder. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Yeah, wait. Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? What? There was a murder after all. Who would think of rehearsing after that? But wasn't... Didn't she leave to go do the rehearsal? Wouldn't she have brought that? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Edgeworth again. Your Honor. What is this? I have an objection to the witness's last statement. What the fuck is going on with Edgeworth? Huh? Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to have known about the murder, yeah. Before going to Studio One. Order, order. Mr. Edgeworth, what you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to a defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. He's a very, not idealistic, but he's a very, like, what's the word? I guess principled guy. Like, he is pretty cold and, like, harsh, but at the same time, like, a principled dude, you know? Is the best way I can put that. Like, he has a sense of finding the truth, even though the previous cases make me think that he doesn't. I don't know. He's a complicated guy. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. Huh. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. Okay. Okay. Let me ask her about this. What about the old lady? Old bag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going toward the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Let's press harder. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. Okay. Called the police and Powers showed up. System was there too, only Powers was absent. I was with Sal and old bag, this here lady when from the way. Let me ask her about this. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Press harder. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies in... Yeah, you say that, lady, but, like, you should not try to listen. You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy. The witness will continue her testimony. You're thinking of playing Deltarune after finishing Undertale. I was thinking about it. Like, how much, in terms of, like, content, how long are they currently released? Like, are they called episodes? Like, how long are the chapters, I guess? I think it's chapters. I'm willing to check it out. The assistant was there too. Powers is absent. Yeah, we know that. He did it. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so... Okay, let me ask her about this. How did you know about the injury? Okay, yeah, that's true. How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director. You have to find something to peg this on her here. Or everything we've done till now would be wasted. I blame you, Nick. Go get him. Okay, yeah. How would Sal know that? I knew that. Blah 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 blah. So left behind. Okay. The current chapters get longer as they release. The first chapter is only 3 hours or so long. Next one is longer. The next one is about the same length. 4, which is what I'm up to. so far is very long. So far the game as a whole is longer than Undertale. Got it. So I'm thinking what I'll do with Deltarune is the next game I'm planning on streaming is Metal Gear Solid 4. Not the Master Collection version that's coming out in August. I'm going to play my PS3 copy. So I'm planning on writing a video for that. If I have the time, I will do Deltarune at the same time as like the second game I'm streaming, since I finished Metal Gear and I'm almost done with this. So I will consider Deltarune. It depends on how busy I am, because right now I basically am starting the process of 2 videos. It's like 1, play MGS4 for a video, 2, that Kojima thing I mentioned earlier that I'm going to be writing right now. So I'll see if I have the time. If I don't do it starting in July, then I'll probably do it starting August or September. I'll do Deltarune. That's just me realistically knowing between work and then working on these projects. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I do want to play Deltarune. And I think there was an announcement recently, something Deltarune related during like the Nintendo Direct, I believe. Deltarune tomorrow? I don't know about tomorrow. Is it coming out tomorrow? The new episode. Anyways, back to this case. I knew that Hammer was injured, so it couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. Okay, that's, You knew he was injured and couldn't do any action scenes. How did she know? Sal told her? Oh, the new chapter came out yesterday. Sick! That's chapter 5? So what other proceedings? Screw Lady Old Bags, quite a shit point in the power saying, okay. How did she know that, bro? Deltarune tomorrow is a community joke because chapter 2 took so long to release. Everyone was delusional thinking it would get shadow dropped at any direct from what I remember. Oh, you got another joke. That's cool. So how long was it between chapter 1 and 2 release? Man. The script and your direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. When Guess not. Press harder. Wait a second. I thought you could see where's always. I know I read this before, but I just need a refresher on this. Wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Objection! And this is where Edgeworth came in. Yeah, I have an objection. I think. Didn't read the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Did you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before to go into Studio One. Yeah. And then she said Sal told her. Edgeworth, what do you just said is a reasonable observation? I appreciate your honor. Okay. Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe it. So the prosecution, no matter, I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well. Okay, I'm missing something again here. How would she have known? Is it because of the photo? Chapter 1 and 2 was 3 years. 2 to 3, 4 was 4 years. 4 or 5. Only a year. 4 years is crazy, damn. Oh, 3 and 4 together. I gotcha. Okay. So 3 and 4. Wow, the 4 years. Huh. So that means that there wasn't any drops between 2020 to 2020, 2021 and 2025. Is that right? That's a long time. Sorry, I really feel like I'm brain farting here. Like I'm at the very end, and I'm like I actually don't know what's the last piece of damning evidence here. I'm gonna have to present something and probably fuck it up. Let's see that. Yeah, I don't know either. Gotta find something to peg this on her here. I was with Sal and old bag of security lady when we found the body. Wanna press her on this again? What time was that? Okay, yeah, this is the 10 minutes before thing. Yeah. Wasn't stopping the bodies. I'm good. System was there, only Powers is absent. Okay, maybe this might just prove something. Mr. Powers is taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a dead body. They were supposed to call him. I'm gonna show the what did she say if you press harder? Yeah, let me do that. The other way around. You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez? Logically speaking, perhaps, but no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without a Steel Samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. Often left him on the Okay, we still haven't really presented the sleeping pills. I want to press her on this. I don't know if I have pressed her on this. What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was okay. Yeah. Someone should do something to lighten things up. Okay. Did she explain the suit? Yeah, she did. She was saying like, oh, it would have been too heavy for me to carry or something like that. And we're like, okay, you use the van then to move the body. So did Powers actually show up? Wait, maybe the autopsy has something to do with it? Yeah, wait. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. I knew that Hammer was injured. Yeah, I'm gonna show this autopsy report because, like, if she knew, how do I say this? If she knew that she killed Powers, or Hammer, sorry, then she wouldn't have brought her notes because she knows, well, I killed the guy, I'm not gonna bring my fucking notes, right? This is gonna prove that she knew that Powers was already dead. Maybe. I'm just gonna present this. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm just gonna do it. This evidence here. Okay, no. That wasn't it. my line of thinking was faulty, but I'm like, usually when I fuck up these things, that'll lead me to another thought. So, let's see. I knew that Hammer was injured, couldn't do any action since I left him behind. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director. You have to find something to peg this on here. Okay, yeah, I think that's it, right? Sal, the director, told her? How did Sal fucking know? Hmm. Let me ask her one more time. I'm sorry, y'all. I feel like I'm really brain farting, but yeah, I just need to know. I just need to relook at this. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal, the director. Yeah, I don't buy that. I just don't know what to present to basically press on that. Didn't this block the thing? So how would he have known?
Objection!
That wasn't it. I might lose here. Fuck. How did I know? Sal, he told me. Sal, the director. You have to find something to peg this on her here. I was with Sal in Old Bag. I'm gonna press her here again. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help. Oh, what did I just say? Didn't I just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies? Try to listen to what Peter's saying, boy. Let us will continue our testimony. Okay. Do we have anything that contradicts that time? Anything? I immediately called the police, then Power showed up. What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said anything. A silent. Okay, the silent thing. Yeah. Okay. Okay. What about the second one? Then the assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him, remember? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm. I'm gonna press her. Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around. You discovered a murdered body, and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? Logically speaking, but no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, oh shit. Left him on the bus. Okay, she basically said we don't notice that guy. Yeah. No one noticed when he was missing. Or Powers. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Ms. Vasquez, you may continue. I'm gonna press her on this. You asked to be left out. Yes, it seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. More like covered it up for you. I'm sure professionals have convinced everyone that they didn't require questioning. Okay, I think I might just have to lose here. Honestly, because I'm like, I'm at my wit's end. If I lose, I lose. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. So I left them behind. Okay. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do anything. I'm just gonna present something. Let's do, I'm gonna press her on this one. Script and your direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. Guess not. Thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? I guess. Very well. Miss Vasquez, please continue. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. Okay, I'm just taking it all in. Okay, what was the reason? And then she said that Sal told her. Okay. And then what's the piece of evidence that damns her? I really don't think I have it. Let's see what happens.
Objection!
What do you think about the witness's statement? I'm not sure I follow. It clearly contradicts the I thought. That's it. I don't think that one me. Yep. Game over. That's enough. This court seems no reason to further prolong the trial. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, guilty. Man. Be held pending trial at the higher court within a month. Okay. Man, I don't know what I was missing. I really don't. What was I missing here? What piece of evidence? Yeah, this is when I start cheating. I had to restart. Yeah. It's like, man, I'm starting to get a little bit fatigued from all the reading, to be honest. And then like, I'm trying to keep up with the logistics of the whole case, you know what I mean? So it's getting more difficult as the stream goes on for me to think about it. Okay. All right, let's speed run through the stuff we know. A little before noon. Rehearsal afterwards, so I went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Took a 15-minute. Yep. Get the T-bone steaks on the body. That's all. So okay, we're gonna press around the steaks because like they would have left some bones behind. Okay. Yep. Okay. So some things to note is like which evidence are we presenting, because that might not be doubled again, you know, later in the trial. So the things that we showed were, I believe, the photo of the steak, the van. Was there anything else? Let's see. So first we're gonna present as I'll take me at 2:30. Where's the T-bone steak? Studio. Okay, it's the 15 minutes. I have to press around the 15 minutes first. So, let me press her on this. What were you doing during the time? Don't hit your desk. Yep. T-bone steaks. Okay, so we're gonna be like, hey, what the fuck? What happened to the T-bones? Objection! Yep. As I thought, you claimed you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you did not. Large bones were left behind. Mr. Wright, I didn't remind you it was a T-bone steak. Exactly my point. Remember, if you will. No bones on the plates. The plates were bare. Ms. Vasquez, tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak? Not leave the bone. I think I know how. You didn't eat the steak. Yeah, you put it in the incinerator. Like that incinerator, yep. I see. And what was Ms. Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious? Meeting the Steel Samurai. Okay. And the break was at 2:30. And I believe that matches the autopsy. Time of death was 2:30. Order. Are you saying? Yep. And then you did it. You kill him with your own hands. Okay. There's somebody to try and pull Mr. Right. I don't claim what he wants. You say you did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. Was a murder weapon? Yes. As you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use this heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't, could you? Yes, however, Meaning, the samurai spear is not the murder weapon. Yes. True. What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. We have proof? Yes. The proof is... Well, we're gonna show this, right? Present proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through, but someone fixed the spear. It was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this? Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what your... Silence. I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. Huh. Are they quite sane? How were they killed? I can tell you. And that would be this photograph. Take a look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order, order. We're gonna have order. This trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? Photographs from 5 years ago. For Jackson at Spielberg Studios. Yep. Still can't see it. You can fall there, yep. Yeah, she pushed him. Happened again. Yeah. This music hitting too. 2:30 p.m. meets Jack Hammer outside the studio trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs into the fence. Yeah. We don't know if it was an accident, probably on purpose. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, died the same way, yep, 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. Here's a man like you on my scriptwriting staff. You don't know what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Going to Studio 1, was it not? And in the Evil Master's costume, no less. Are you then claiming the return to the trailer, space of 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting of the trailer lasts 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Jack Hammer had been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume. There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, how could she have dealt with the body? She had another way. Yeah, and that's where the van comes in. Yeah, and then that's where... So far we've presented what? We've presented the photograph, we've presented this steak plate, and then we're going to present this van. So that means whatever is going to damn her in the end is not one of those three. I don't think so. I think it's something else. The van. You carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall her testimony. Rest afterwards fatigued. Yes, that's how it'll take me. There's a van. We took that. There's a van to carry the body. Da-da-da-da. Yep. Objection! Hold on, right. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella who drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course he was. Of course. Bodies, da-da-da. They probably burned it in a small incinerator. Could Cody's book have anything? I was thinking about that. That would have the photo of, does that have the photo of when... Hold on. Can I pause this? I wanna say something. Okay, I think I paused it. So what I want to say about that is, in the last session that we had where we played the game, in yesterday's trial, the kid, he took a photograph. We were saying, oh, he took a photograph when somebody died. I'm trying to remember what happened. He was like scared at what he was looking at, and then he hesitated to like to take a picture. That's what I'm forgetting right now. I'm forgetting that detail. So I'm gonna try presenting that. Because that is one piece of evidence I have not tried, and now I have a fresh slate of health. I'm going to try presenting that later. Okay, we're going to go back to autoplay. I'm going to let this play. Let me get some chips. I'm like really hungry. Let me get something to eat. Okay. He saw the samurai die. Oh wait, so was he? So that means he knows about the producer then, right? The kid? I think the kid might know. Maybe the producer shows up in the photo. No further questions? Okay, this is where we failed last time. Okay. Let's read through this again. Press harder. Yeah, like just reading for like what 2 hours straight really did a number on me. Okay. Okay. Sorry about the mukbang. Okay. Press harder. Okay. Press around this. What was everyone else doing at the time? No one said a thing. It was silent, dead silent. Yep. Sorry I'm late. Dead silence. Dead silence. Okay. When you have power saying he did it. Press her on this too. Hold back. The security lady. Why did the security lady do that? Okay, let me turn off to autoplay. She saw him going toward the studio. Right. The Steel Samurai. Press harder. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. Okay. Ask her left out of the proceedings. You asked to be left out. Yes. It seemed that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. There's no way we could have been involved, thus they covered for us. Covered for you, or covered it up for you. There must have been a lot riding on it, with all those big wigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I can try to get my script and direction notes. Script and your direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came for the rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Huh. Very well, Miss Vasquez, please continue. And here's where Edgeworth is like, how would you know about the murder, basically? Because the murder already happened at 2:30. And she was apparently there. She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Yeah. Mr. Edgeworth, what you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution... Yeah. Do you have an explanation? Can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. Huh. So the prosecution's in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. Press. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me. Sal the director. But how would Sal know? Wasn't Sal in that meeting with her? I don't get it. See, okay, I get that, right? I'm thinking that, like, Sal was in that trailer with her until 4 p.m. They don't know what's happening. They're gonna go to this rehearsal. But then somehow Sal knows about the murder and tells her before, but they're still at that trailer beforehand. That doesn't make any sense. But I just don't know what piece of evidence would contradict her story. I'm gonna show her. The kid doesn't mention Sal. Yeah, he wasn't. I don't think he was ever mentioned, but I'm gonna present this and see what happens. This evidence clearly. Okay, I don't know. This is probably not it. Yeah. Yeah, the kid doesn't mention Sal. So something here doesn't. So Sal was somewhere else? Cody always carries it. That's his camera. I just don't see how it's relevant. I really don't. He would have placed the picture in the scrapbook. He's dragging one leg. Okay, we haven't shown the sleeping pills yet. Then Power showed up. Was Power still sleeping? Or was he actually there? I don't know. Fuck. I'll present this. Objection! Damn. Damn, this is tough. It has to be that new comment, but for the life of me... Right, that's the thing. I'm like, bro, what she's saying I'm like, how, like that logically doesn't make sense. But I don't know the piece of evidence that contradicts that. What the fuck? I knew that he was injured. We showed the spear as well earlier because we were like, we showed it and they're like, that's not the murder weapon. That couldn't have worked. And then we showed the photograph. So what we haven't shown at all is the camera. I think I just tried to show the sleeping pills, I think. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. Okay, I'm gonna start presenting stuff here. Camera. No. God damn. Alright, I'm gonna try one more thing. And then I'm just gonna have to look it up. It just takes so much time to go through this whole thing. And at this point, fuck, man. Like, I know that. I feel like I'm forgetting some detail that happened in the last trial. And the last time I played the game was like a month ago. Is my problem. I feel like I am forgetting something crucial from the third day trial. The broken spear? No. Wait. I think this is it. I think. Why is he dragging the leg? I remember we talked about this in the day 2 trial. Why was he dragging the leg? And I forget the reason why. I forget why, but he's injured here. That means that she would have seen Hammer be injured in this photo, right? So that means that she would have seen the Steel Samurai show up to her trailer. I think that's it. I'm gonna do this. You know the answer? Okay, if I fuck this up, then let's see what that answer is. But I'm gonna try this. Objection! I think this is it. I fucking got it. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's fucking go. Because she said, here's the thing. Again, I want to restate that because I'm happy it worked. I have some crumbs here from that bag of chips. Let me throw this away. Toss that in the trash. So she was like, I knew Hammer was injured. And I'm thinking, okay, how do you know he was injured in what way? And then I saw that photo and I remembered we had this whole kind of conversation the previous day or the day before where we're like, why is a guy dragging his leg? And I forget the reason why we said in the previous trials, but let's see what happens here. You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was a Steel Samurai who was injured. Right. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. She wasn't at the rehearsal, she didn't know about the injury. That's right. Yeah, exactly. How would she know? Pretending. One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? Yep. I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. That's right. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Oh, bad. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez? You saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah! And when was he doing this? It was at 2 p.m. It would have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and he went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Okay, yep. Yep. Order. I will have order. Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Some shit's about to happen. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer to— Okay, that's still also something we don't know. We don't know the motive. Why would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Can we? I don't know. Let's just say yeah? Okay, I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. This I'm even more clueless on. I will be honest. Let me check this photo. Do you think that she murdered? I think that's her in the photo. I think that's her in the photo. She looks just as shocked as him. Maybe he did it. Maybe he intentionally killed this guy on the fence, but she genuinely looked shocked. I think she wanted revenge on him. I think that's what happened. I'm gonna present this photo. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? That's her tell. She says that. 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for the trial. It began on that day, 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. Edgeworth is like with us. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who killed... What? As if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed the Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yeah, okay. Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. I mean, all I had was really that photo. Do we have a definitive motive? I don't think so. I don't think we have one. That was all I had. Unless we show the photo again. But that's just like a reaction. I don't know if that's enough. I don't know. After we used it the first time and we still don't get that piece of dialogue, I'm not sure. Maybe there was no motive. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. He went to her to try to kill her. But she said, you're not gonna kill me, I'm gonna kill you first. Maybe that was it. In self-defense. Yeah, Hammer was probably like, I've had enough of your shit. Stop blackmailing me. And she wasn't having it. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. Oh, yeah, Hammer would have framed the Steel Samurai as of doing it. That's why he dressed up as a Steel Samurai in the first place. That's why this all happened. What? What? Yeah, I think that's it. Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill the Vasquez who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Yeah. Yeah. She's gonna break that pipe. Yep. So you did do it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Miss Vasquez. What? What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel. Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No. How could this... It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No. Please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. So she likes that guy. Mr. Edgeworth, where's the Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. Remember, everyone get in the car. We're leaving this town right now. Literally, yeah. Oh my God. Remember that? Dude, I totally forgot about that. It's been a month. That's so funny. Everyone get in the car right now. Will Powers is innocent, that he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. So Edgeworth really is like, hey, I'm there to prove who's guilty, right? He genuinely believes that. And he genuinely believed that she did it, so I guess he kind of switched sides there because he realized, yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. Wow, that was the toughest case so far. That was really difficult. October 20th. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder. It makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Do we have any evidence? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... the scrapbook, probably. Yeah. It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was a Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star, once. But he was reduced to acting in a kid's show, and as the villain to boot. The kids love the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. He was jealous that his time was done, and Powers was the hero now and got all the attention, even though it was a kid's show, you know. oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don a Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Something wrong? No, of course not. Ah! Nick, Edgeworth. What's going on? Oh, Edgeworth, okay. Yo. Say something right. I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? Just made a yummy chocolate oat milk iced coffee. That sounds delicious, damn. I wish it wasn't 8:30 at night where I'm at, because I'd have a coffee right about now. That sounds pretty good. Yeah, I'm sensing some like some tense yaoi vibes going on between these two. What's going on here? Right, you sussy baka. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Really? Liar. Right. I must say I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? Oh, I don't know this. Rightworth. But that's the name, huh? Okay. However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Yo, there is some definite ex relationship vibes going on between these two. What are they? Some situationship that happened before? What's going on here? Unnecessary feelings? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. Whoa, okay. That's what I came here to tell you. What was the specific line? Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend? What, friends? As if. Yeah, more like lovers. Shit. They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Yeah, something... Unnecessary feelings. Okay. Sorry, I'm so fatigued from all the talking that... Okay, yeah, that checks out. There's definitely some vibes going on there, man. I'm not even the type to like force that type of shit into stuff, but it's like it's so blatantly obvious, you know? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? There's some tension there. There's some definite tension, and so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Pink Princess. Romantic rivals. It's so plainly obvious. Yeah. This is it. The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right? I'll admit I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? Is he a girl now? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. That's fun. That was a great case. Love that case. Really difficult there. I was contemplating looking up the answer, and I was really close to just looking it up myself or having you share it with me. Oh shit! What is going on with Edgeworth in this? Turnabout goodbyes. Okay, so I know I've been streaming for a while, but I did want to at least see the start of the next trial. Let's see like what unfolds at the start, at the very least. Yes. I'm thinking I'll go until the 3-hour mark. I'm feeling that. Give me just let me take like a 2-minute break. I'll be right back, and then we'll get into at least the beginning of this case. Now for maybe the best case in the series. Damn. This next one or the Steel Samurai? Well, I'll see your message when I get back. Let me just take a quick break. Okay, be right back. Okay, we back. Way back. Okay. Yeah, I'm ready to get into this next case. So you were saying that the One Coming is a fan favorite. Okay. There is also a bonus one after that wasn't with the original Game Boy Advance Japan release that was made for the International DS release, and that may be my favorite. It's twice as long as a usual trial. It bridges the gap between the first and second game. Oh, okay. Wait, so is there technically two more left in this game? Or which game has this bonus trial? Okay, I think that's saved, yeah. Okay. Turnabout Goodbyes, it's been what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered? But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. Technically 2 more left, this one and the bonus one. Ah, okay. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas. What? What the fuck? I saw that like ascot thing, whatever, scruff, and I was like, no, it can't be. What the fuck? Okay. Hey, Nick. Do you know if there are any good waterfalls around here? Waterfalls, dare I ask why? Duh, Nick, isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under, preferably a freezing one. What? Oh, is that part of your spirit medium training? Of course, except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under rushing spring waters. Okay. I don't know about any falls per se, but Gourd Lake is pretty close. Oh, darn. Sorry, but them's the breaks. Couldn't you just take a cold shower or something? Good idea. Cool. So much for rushing spring waters. Next in the news, a large unidentified animal was sighted at Gourd Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gordy in a tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Though its namesake, Nessie, proved to be a hoax, locals are confident their Gordy is the real deal. Yeah, she's so much fun. I love her. Boring. Can't they show real news for a change? Nick? The water pressure's kind of low in that shower. You want more pressure, huh? Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with the hose? Good idea, Nick. Apparently Fey blood is no aid in detecting sarcasm. And another TV. Okay, we interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gourd Lake, but this time it's murder. Gourd Lake again. The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. A suspect was apprehended. Sources inside the police... Do we have to defend Edgeworth? No fucking way, I just put 2 and 2 together. A suspect was apprehended. Sources inside the police department revealed that the suspect's name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Holy shit, we have to defend Edgeworth. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor known for his skill and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away? Edgeworth? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like... Nick? Yipes, Maya. The fireman yelled at me when I called him. We've got bigger things to worry about. They arrested Edgeworth. What, you mean the prosecutor? Yeah, he's a suspect in a murder. What? When? Where? Whom? Why? How? I don't know. Let's go find out, Nick. What the hell? This is... okay. Well, what should we do? What do you mean? Let's investigate. We should talk to Mr. Edgeworth and check out the crime scene. You're right. We need more information. Save aimlessness and confusion for later. Well, got any good ideas? Not really. I do my best thinking when I'm standing underneath the waterfall. Dude, wow. This is gonna be awesome. Like, what the hell? I feel like we're gonna use this item at some point during this case, because we've been carrying this the entire game, this attorney's badge, and I'm thinking that Edgeworth might have the same thing, and we're gonna have to eventually prove, I don't know, maybe something to do with his moral standing, like, oh, he's, you know, a man of the law, he upholds the law or something. So that's what I'm thinking. Let's go to the detention center. So we're gonna talk to Edgeworth in this prison. Well, not prison, but I guess like a holding cell thing. I don't know. You know, Nick, we've all been in here one time or another, haven't we? Oh yeah, she was. I guess it comes with the territory. I'm not sure it's something we should mention to too many people. Ah. I believe Edgeworth has a prosecutor's badge. Oh, is there a difference between like an attorney and a prosecutor? I don't know that much. Okay. I had to make Phoenix's one for a cosplay a few years ago. It was a pain to make. Ah. Hey, Edgeworth, come back. Oh, were you Miles? That's cool. Edgeworth, come back. What are you doing here? Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood. Well, he is in detention. Detention, that's the name of the... Yeah, okay. Were you in a good mood when you were here? So you've come to laugh at the fallen attorney. Then laugh. Laugh! Well, why aren't you laughing? Nick, should we be laughing? Nah, it's a trick. Laughing he'll get mad, or burst into tears. Edgeworth, we don't have so much free time we can spend it coming down here to laugh at you. Both Phoenix and Edgeworth have attorney badges. Phoenix has a defense attorney badge, and Edgeworth, the prosecutor's one. I made Phoenix's. Oh, cool. Okay, so attorney badge, but they have like different, I guess like types. Okay, cool. Yes, you do. Did you have like the spiky Phoenix like wig? How'd you do your hair for that? Yes, you do. Actually, he's right. I hoped you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this. I didn't want to see you like this either, believe me. Yeah, I'm getting the yaoi vibes from this detention center right now. Somehow. What happened? Edgeworth, tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you going to do about it? Duh, we're gonna help you, that's what. I guess it's perfect timing that Edgeworth actually helped us with that last case, too. Help me? You? Don't be ridiculous. Sorry? You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. Hey, sure, you got lucky and won all 3, but your luck's bound to run out someday. You need real skill, right? Experience. Nick, he's insulting you. Nick? Why am I always the one who has to get angry? I greased my hair back for it, couldn't afford a wig. It was tons of fun though. Love the cosplay, kept running into other Ace Attorney cosplayers. That's fun, that's so cool. I love that. I love to like, I don't know what I would cosplay, but I would love to try it one day. I never have. That sounds like a lot of fun. The murder took place at Gourd Lake, correct? Yes, late last night. The lake is a long way away from your offices and the courthouse. Why were you down there? I see no need to tell you. Mr. Edgeworth, you didn't really... Gordy. Huh? I went to see Gordy with the Loch Ness Monster thing? Gordy? What's that? I'll tell you later. Why won't Edgeworth talk to us? Okay. I think his pride is just getting in the way. Like, I think there's multiple factors. Like, first of all, it's me and him. Like, there's some history there, whether that's romantic or just actual rivalry, which I don't know, you know, it's probably the case, but who knows? There's that. Second of all, I think he holds some kind of like I'm getting the impression that Edgeworth isn't as cutthroat as we think he is. Like, he was implying, I don't know if he was kidding or just trying to be nice, where he said, like, he was a fan of Will Powers' work. And it's like, that's like a kid's show. Like, do you actually watch that, Edgeworth? And maybe he does. And then he said, like, he went to the lake to see Gordy, who is some, like, children's, like, you know, what's the word? Urban legend. So it makes him seem a little bit less mature than we think he actually is, or maybe how he wants to present himself. Maybe that's a factor as well. I could be wrong. Let's go to the lake. Cryptid, that's the word. Yeah. Yep. This is where it happened. Yeah, Gourd Lake is in the middle of this park. I could see some police walking around in there. Questioning people, probably. Hey, isn't that Detective Gumshoe over there? Well, pal. There's enough of us here. Anyone found anything? Sorry, sir. Nothing. Idiots, the trial's tomorrow. We need clues, on the double. But sir, there weren't any clues. That's why we arrested that attorney, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, okay. No clues. It's clear, sir. He's the one who... Shut up. Just you try saying that again. I'll make you sorry if you do. So just get out of my face, pal. Yes, sir. Detective Gumshoe is kind of scary today. Recruits? Used to love cryptids in high school. I've got a Mothman hoodie from Markiplier's clothes brand. This trial really made me love Gumshoe. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting the sense that he is trying to defend Edgeworth here. Yeah, cryptids... is there any cryptid that I believe in? I remember I used to watch BuzzFeed Unsolved back when they had those two guys on there, and I think they did they do a few cryptid ones? Or I think it was more like ghost related stuff. I used to watch like a lot of like ghost hunting kind of shows, even though probably looking back on them, they were probably not that good. But when I was a kid, I would watch them. I feel like BuzzFeed Unsolved, they used to do some good kind of like, not parodies, but comedic versions of those until they went downhill. But those were fun back in the day, like late 2010s. Ah. Eh. Hey, you're that Harry guy. Harry Butts. Right. Phoenix Wright. Will he ever learn my name? And just what are you doing here, pal? Investigating? Huh? Well, yes, I suppose. Well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Bring it. He's got a fire under his ass, yeah. He seems different than usual. I wonder what's up. Mr. Edgeworth hasn't actually asked us to defend him yet. Huh? Oh, you don't say. Yeah, I think he's really looking out for Edgeworth here. Unsolved was great. They did, yeah, Goatman Bridge, yeah. Goatman, that's right. That, I guess that counts. Is that a cryptid, or was it just like... I guess if it is a Goatman, yeah, that'd be a cryptid. Okay, yeah. Those are fun. What happened? Detective Gumshoe, do you know what happened here? Huh? You don't know, pal. You don't know, pal? No. Wow, okay, Mr. Head in the fluffy pink clouds lawyer. Head in the... Huh? Never mind, I'll tell you. It happened last night, about 15 minutes after midnight. There was a boat out on Gourd Lake. In that boat were two men. One of those men shot the other with a pistol. And the shooter was Mr. Edgeworth? A cop who arrived on the scene arrested him. I'm dancing on your bridge, goat man. They used to be so funny, man, and then they sold out. What was their names? Like Ryan and Shane? Yeah, that was their names. I could maybe they fixed their whole deal. I remember like they had some weird YouTube drama where they tried to like start their own channel and have people pay like crazy money to watch it. I forget what happened. It's been some years. How did they get there so fast? Well, there was a witness. When the report came in, we raced to the lake. A witness? Who was the witness? Sorry, pal, that's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything, apparently. I'm sure they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow. Was there only that one witness? Yep, it was pretty cold out on the lake last night. And it was Christmas Eve after all. Still, we're being thorough. You never know when you're going to turn up another witness. That's why we're here today, checking things out. So far, we're coming up empty. Oh, it's Christmas today. I've forgotten. What are you getting me for Christmas, Nick? Talk to Santa. It's pretty late for a Christmas gift. Brian and Shane, they have Watcher now, which isn't as good, but Puppet History is fun, Shane's show. I always liked the weird history stuff more, so then trying to prove Ghost... Yeah, I agree with that. I always thought like the kind of like lore was... the lore behind it, like each kind of case that they were doing was really the interesting part to me. Like the ghost part is like, take it or leave it, you know, maybe you believe in it, maybe you don't. I think they work pretty well as a duo. Shane really is what made me like the series. I agree with that. I think Shane is like the fun clown kind of character. But Ryan is good as like a straight man, I think. But I do agree. I think Shane is the fun one. I agree with that. Edgeworth. You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer, do you? Absolutely not. It's impossible. I don't care if there's a witness either. I don't believe a lick of it. Right. Who cares what the witness says? I care. You really believe in him, don't you, detective? Of course I do. But the police are pretty sure he is the killer. Nobody's even really taking this investigation that seriously. Oh no. After all the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us, hard to imagine that no one's standing up to take his side. Well, at least you are, detective. At least you are. Defense request. Do you know who will be Mr. Edgeworth's defense attorney in tomorrow's trial? He hasn't got one yet. What? The trial is tomorrow, isn't it? Well, I don't know the whole story, but apparently no one he's been talking to will take his case. Why not? Mr. Edgeworth won't tell me. When you guys showed up, I figured he'd ask you to defend him. Unfortunately not. Well, pal, then you got a job to do. Help out Mr. Edgeworth. Prove that badge you wear isn't just some fancy piece of metal. Prove it to me, pal. Show me you're an attorney. Alright. Shit. That was the plan. Well, he said to prove it, right? Here you go. That badge. You're showing that to the wrong guy, pal. You gotta show that to someone who needs it. Okay, so we're definitely gonna use that badge. We're definitely gonna use that. So what have we showed? Okay, I think this is the move. We're going to move over to Edgeworth and show him the badge. Get him to talk. Show him this. Your attorney's badge? Edgeworth. Let me defend you. Ha! Ha! Good one, right? But I'm not that hard up. Not yet. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by not that hard up yet? That sounds like a euphemism to me. Me, trust a wet behind the ears lawyer with only 3 trials under his belt? Never. What? My case is near hopeless, right? Every defense attorney I've talked to has turned me down. What? Simply put, they were afraid they'd lose. It occurred to me that it might be my fault that they lacked confidence. After all, I did get every single one of their clients declared guilty. I don't believe it. Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You in particular, I cannot ask to do this. Wow. Okay. I love how much Gumshoe cares about Edgeworth, even though Edgeworth treats him like crap and keeps downing his pay. I didn't know about that pay part. That's insane. I don't know if I'd be in Gumshoe's shoes if that were the case, you know? I'd be like, hey, maybe I don't like Edgeworth either. Shit. But I guess that goes to show, like, he's a loyal guy, you know, maybe to a fault, but I respect that. Did you do it? Edgeworth, this is really hard for me to ask, but you didn't do it, right? Right? Think what you will. I have only one request. Huh? Stay out of this case. Wow, he's not even defending himself. Why? But Nick is trying to help you. I know that. But I don't want your help, okay? Why not? Look, just go away and leave me alone. We still don't know what happened between them, like, back in, I guess, like, college or whatever? Situationship? Cough, cough? Nick, Mr. Edgeworth did it, didn't he? Maya, let's go investigate elsewhere. But Nick... That was pretty definitive, okay. Back to the lake, maybe? Defense request. Is it true? No one will take Edward's case. Yeah, he's a bit of a celebrity. If you defended him and lost, your reputation be sure to suffer. What's more, the case against him is, well, it's pretty solid. I suppose it would be if they have a witness. Hey, pal, don't tell me you're going to turn your back on him too. Remember the Steel Samurai case? Mr. Edgeworth helped you get your client declared innocent. I know. I went to Edgeworth. I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said. What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. You should have heard him talking about you after that trial. Oh, what's this? He kept saying, right, over and over. Really? Nick. I'm not sure that's a good sign. Neither am I. Yeah, maybe it's the wrong kind of attention. Why wouldn't he want your help? I don't get it. Detective Gumshoe, sir. What? Find something? No, sir, not yet. But there was a call from the precinct. They want to hold an investigation briefing. A briefing? Right, I'm off. Oh, sorry, pal. I guess you heard. I gotta go. Any last things you want me to ask? You want to ask me about before I head back? The autopsy report's pretty important. Do you have any information on the victim? Sorry, they haven't worked up at the autopsy report yet. I'm still waiting for it myself. Actually, say, if you get the time, drop by the precinct. We can talk more there, pal. You're not coming back, detective? Probably not, pal. So what should we do if we have something to talk to you about? Ah, right. Here, I'll show you how to get to the precinct. Come down and see me anytime. Directions, okay. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. What? We'd like to take a look around in the park. Can we walk around? Yeah, no problem, pal. You got my permission. Okay. You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for talking to people when they're busy. Yeah, they don't have time to think about not giving you information. Right. Now let's get investigating. Okay. Yeah, let's move inside. Public beach, okay. December 25th, Gourd Lake, public beach. Wowzers, this is Gourd Lake? Yep. I'm not sure it warrants a wowzers, though. Probably not. But hey, look at that snack stand. Samurai dogs? I want Samurai Dog, please. I bet they're great. With a name like Samurai Dog, how could they not be? They're a little behind the times, though. The kids are all into the pink princess now. Ah, that's true. That's true. I mean, like, you know, nope. What's this? Are these party poppers or ice cream or something? Oh yeah, party poppers. Okay, you pull the string and it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. You see them a lot around New Year's. Hey Nick, there might be a clue. Let's take them. Come on, admit it. You just want to pop them, right? Was it that obvious? Poppers, huh? May as well take them. You never know. Where'd they go? Into my pocket. Pull the string, goes bang. Not very clue-worthy. Okay. Hot dog stand's close. The Christmas fringe. The Christmas fringe looks a little half-baked. The banner reads, Samurai Dogs. Somebody needs to redecorate. Okay. Trash can's empty. At least the place is well maintained. I almost didn't see that signpost. Left boat docks, right exit. Go to the left then? Okay. I don't think there's anything else here. Okay. Yeah, let's go to the woods. October 25th, Gourd Lake Woods. I like it here, Nick. Look, someone's camping. They've got guts camping at the scene of a murder. Hey, Nick. If they were camping here last night, they might know something about the murder. There's clearly a no camping sign. Okay. That's true. Good call, Amaya. Let's go talk to them. Okay. This SUV has seen better days. It's dented all over. I can't believe anyone would drive their car down here. Oh, we can slide over. What's this? This camera has a mic and some sort of attachment. It must take pictures when triggered by a noise. The party popper, perhaps? Did somebody use that out on the lake? Cough. Hi, I'm Nick. Maybe I'm not saying it loud enough? Hey, I'm Nick! Huh. Nick! Well, he stopped that. Maybe it's broken. Don't kick it. Maybe it isn't set to respond to voices. Yeah, try those. The party poppers? You know what that tells me? That tells me that it could have been Edgeworth, it could have been someone at the scene of the crime during that time. They set that to trigger based on the gunshot. Well, it responded. Yeah. Hey, hello. Hi, you. Get your hands off of that. Eek. What in the Sam Hill? Look what you done now. There goes a whole roll of film. What? Huh? Sorry. Sorry is nice, but don't pay my bills. Y'all know how much it costs a roll of film? Y'all know how much a roll of that film costs? I'll pay you back. What were y'all thinking setting off a party popper in a place like this? Well... What? Don't try to play stupid with me just because you think I'm some country bumpkin. Yeah, I know how y'all Yanks think. I say those southern... Okay, this is definitely localized crazily. I say those southern folks talk with that exaggerated drawl. Why they must be dumb. Well, let me tell you, just because I might be dumb, don't mean we all are. Nick, help. And who are you now? Her chaperone? Yeah, no. Rather, we're sort of friends. Just figure out what y'all are gonna say and say it for bejesusum's sake. God, I'd rather sit through one of Papa's drawls than listen to you stutter all day. Oh boy. I guess we should pay for her film. Watch it. Yes, ma'am. On second thought, I'll pay later. I'm really sorry. Okay. I think here's a good time to stop. Before I get too much into the investigation and I forget next time, I'm gonna save it here. That way I can go in the next stream with a fresh mind and not be like, okay, what happened on this day, all this, that, this and that. I think that's gonna help, because definitely today, I think one of the reasons I think I failed the trial the first time was because I completely forgot about that photo of the samurai limping. That was a fun trial though. This is a pretty good stream. Steel Samurai was my favorite trial so far, just from like the challenge perspective. And so far, the intrigue. Oh, I dropped my controller. The intrigue of this specific trial is probably like the most enticing one. Like Edgeworth shooting someone, and then like there's this whole like backstory between him and Phoenix that we don't really fully understand yet. There's definitely some tension there, tension in a few different ways, but tension nonetheless. And then Gumshoe is kind of like showing more of his cars, that he's kind of like a, you know, he's very loyal to Edgeworth and he wants to see him be represented, and he's counting on Phoenix to do that. So there's some good like kind of building on the relationships we've seen throughout the game thus far. I like that. But I'll save here. And yeah, I think hopefully the next stream will not be a month out. I'm thinking I'll probably do it sometime soon within the next few days, fingers crossed. But yeah, this was a ton of fun. I'm looking forward to doing this final case, maybe even doing the one after that. I'm not sure yet. Maybe I'll save that for when I do Phoenix Wright 2. Maybe I save that. I'll have to see. I'll have to see how I feel by the end of this. If I get to the next game, I might want to do that case before. We'll see. Anyways, let's just focus on this one for now. I'll leave it there. Y'all have a good day, a good night wherever you are in the world, and I'm out. Peace.